On tonight's episode, we talk about Violent Night.
And other pop culture news. It's Christmas, and we're gonna talk about an instant classic, a Christmas movie that is out, is fighting blue giants from Avatar, but it still survives. It's about Santa. It's about Christmas. It's called Violent Night.
This is a movie. Well, we've got David Harbour as Santa Claus, and we could just end right there. Like, that's a good enough reason to go see this movie.
He's good.
Yeah, he's perfect. Yeah, whoever cast him, well done on the casting for this. But yeah, David Harbour plays Santa Claus. And the gist of it is, what we see in the trailer is as Santa's out delivering toys, he stumbles upon a sort of hostage crisis. And,
Imagine Santa Claus meets Die Hard.
Yes.
Made by a director and writer from a generation that grew up watching Tarantino movies.
Yep. Oh,
so
great description.
There you have it.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
It's so funny. It's very self-aware. There are cheesy lines, but like they know they're cheesy. It's just everything you could hope for from an action movie, plus Christmas jokes. Plus the Christmas magic.
The reference and influence from Die Hard is big. Like from Die Hard 2 even. Yeah. You know, when if you saw, if you didn't see Die Hard 2, come on.
Yeah, at this point.
But the guys on snow gear going from A to B to do, remember the movie happens on this one, among other things. Also references to Home Alone, another Christmas classic. That even a mention of a Die Hard Blu-ray. So
yes.
It's fun.
We also have one of the stars of Christmas Vacation.
That's
appearing.
Right. Yeah.
Is it
Beverly
D'Angelo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mom on Christmas Vacation, on the Vacation series.
Yeah, on all of them.
She's the mom on this one. Yeah. Bridget, is that her name?
Gertrude.
Yeah. I don't think her name is Gertrude on Vacation. I can't remember. Linda. It's like it's
something
very, very, very American. Very
Karen, Nancy, Linda.
Anyways.
Barbara. Anyway, yeah.
And so there's the plot. Santa has to save the day, and there's a bit of character development. Santa's like this how do I say? He's. I was about to say something.
Oh, he's kind of
exist.
Disillusioned.
The word does exist. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I was about to say that. That doesn't sound like it.
Yep. It's a word.
He's disillusioned. He's unhappy. He's disappointed and sad. He's about to quit. He's like, this is my last Christmas.
Yeah.
So things change throughout the movie, but what else?
I mean, I don't really want to spoil anything per se, but I will say this has got enough. There's enough like storyline and enough heart, enough character development in this to keep it compelling and interesting all the way through, to really carry the action. The action is, like he said, Tarantino-esque. This is not a family Christmas film.
Wait, it's all about rated family. Come on.
It's true. It's not a children's Christmas film.
Isn't PG?
Is it?
Isn't it made by Disney?
Yeah, no, guaranteed. This is a rated R, violent romp.
I didn't check.
It's definitely R.
Oh, okay. So I guess it's R.
Yeah, blood, gruesome violence, graphic violence. Violence.
There's no nudity.
Gore.
They don't say bad words.
Peril, they say so many bad words.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Santa stopped the little girl to say bad words.
Yes. But everybody else did. Including Santa. I really enjoyed this. As someone who still has intense childlike feelings about Santa Claus, I really enjoyed this movie. If you like Die Hard, I think you could enjoy
Instant
this.
classics about Santa is action packed and is ageless. The way they made the movie. Maybe he mentioned video games, but video games have been around
It's
so long and gonna be around forever. So that would not date the movie. Besides those tiny little things, you could be watching this for many years to come. It's fun. He's good. He does really good comedy. Oh, there's even a reference to Stranger Things, right? When he's on the phone with the bad guy. The bad guy. Oh, who are you as a small town cop in the city with 5 kids, whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
So
I
5
totally
kids is the Stranger Things kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
And the whole talking on the radio and talking on the phone, very, very diehard. And It definitely left hints for more. The movie doesn't have a post-credit scene, but it has a mid-credit scene. And because Santa is eternal, they might make more. And of course, there's mention to some characters that don't appear on this movie, like Mrs. Claus.
Yep, Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus. We never know, but definitely fun, and we recommend for this Christmas season if you like action, and if you like to see a different take on Santa, warrior Santa that saves the day, in more than one way.
Yeah, check it out. It's in theaters. Do we know? Is it streaming anywhere?
Oh, it's actually they did this as a special release.
Oh,
I
good.
think it just came out today or yesterday on streaming.
Do you remember what?
I think it's one of those that you rent by. So anywhere you can rent or buy. No, it's not like open. It's not like subscriber type of streaming.
But you could rent it from Amazon.
Yeah,
or
you
something.
can rent or buy on Amazon, Vudu.
Okay.
Vudu for sure, and just in time for Christmas.
Okay. Coolio.
Anything else?
For Violent Night? Nope. Just
Violent Night
super
with
fun.
David Harbour, Beverly D'Angelo, and John Leguizamo.
Yes.
Or Leguizamo, and a lot of other.
Those other people, but those are like the
talented
names.
people.
Yeah.
By the same team that gave us Sonic the Hedgehog, which was fun. This is fun for adults, and because Sonic was such a huge success, and they did another one. Maybe they might do another one for this. It depends on the returns, and this one it has a tough competition. It's competing against Avatar, The Way of Water, and good or bad, they always get the Avatar movies always get good numbers.
Yep.
So, but we'll see. Violent Night available everywhere, theaters everywhere, and streaming if you don't wanna go out in the cold. But if you go out in the cold, this is definitely a appropriate movie because it's cold outside, it's cold inside. Yeah.
'Tis the season. Okay, another one we watched. This one is on streaming. This is a series called The Pentaverate.
Yes, it's the series, Mike Myers series that he's been planning for I don't know, a decade or even longer. It finally made the light of day. He uses characters, if not characters, narrative elements that they were mentioned before in his movies. One specifically,
Is it So I Married an Axe Murderer?
Yes.
Is it that one?
Yeah, the father of the main character talks about the Pentaverate. It's like, it's a secret society that controls the world. Anyways, so we saw the series, and it is about this secret society that controls the world, but they're nice.
Right. As Jeremy Irons makes very clear in every intro sequence.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is funny. He definitely does stuff on this one that he never did quite that way on his other movies. I didn't see all of his movies, but by the ones I saw, I think he got close to some of the stuff he does on this one. But on this one, he goes beyond, and there's even Netflix warnings in the middle of the show about it. But what else?
This is one where he plays like a bunch of different characters. He's every member of the Pentaverate except for one. Excuse me. He's another main character.
At the beginning, he is all of the members, but then right at the beginning, one dies.
He shows up in a bunch of other places. So Mike Myers is playing several roles.
An impressive makeup for Lord Lodgington, and the guy that is like Rex Jonas is a caricature of Rush Limbaugh. And those two look like completely different persons. You cannot tell it's Mike Myers. Every other one you can see, it's Mike Myers, because he's Mr. Evil in Austin Powers. They put him and they give him a makeup, but you still can tell. But those two characters specifically, if you were not watching the show, if he wouldn't speak much, you can tell.
You can tell, No, they did a good job. For me, the first couple episodes were very, very funny, and then it just got kind of boring, and the humor devolved into like, we're men with penises! And that's not very entertaining for very long at all.
Funny you mentioned penises because there's an orgy scene, and you only see penises.
Yeah.
There's no naked woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does get like, okay. Anyways.
Yeah, so for me, like, the plot wasn't enough. Like, this could have been a movie. This didn't need to be several episodes.
It's a bit long. And there's some tricks and tropes and cliches. There's like, I think they're gonna do this, and they end up doing it. Like Canada, when they are in Canada, the image is blurry and 80s videotape type of quality, and then they come to America and it's high resolution. And as soon as they cross the border, and
there's some fun jokes about like conspiracy theories and some great.
Grapes?
No grapes. Well, there might have been grapes. Some great casting choices like Keegan-Michael Key and Ken Jeong. There were
Maria Menounos. I'm Maria Menounos.
Yes, Maria Menounos.
Rob Lowe.
Yes, Rob Lowe. So definitely some really funny moments. I
personally didn't like the ending.
It definitely fizzled out for me.
Yeah, I definitely didn't like the ending. You're gonna see why, and it ends. It's definitely one of those that they end in a way that they're not gonna do more, and they shouldn't do more because they can't do more.
There was barely enough story for this one.
The ending, the Pentaverate Society of diverse people. Anyhow, the Pentaverate is available on Netflix. Everywhere you can find Netflix.
Yes.
But be aware, it's PG. No, it's not PG.
Yeah. Nope. It's
NC. No, NC.
I don't know if it's NC, but it's definitely TVMA.
TVMA, yeah. That's what it is.
Big time. Okay, we also watched Ticket to Paradise.
Ticket to Paradise, that's probably, you might find in some theaters out there, I doubt it, but it's now available on Peacock for streaming if you're a subscriber of Peacock. This romantic comedy with
George Clooney.
Judah Clooney and George Roberts.
Yeah. Yeah, those two.
That's how they put the name on the poster, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. George Clooney. Yeah. Anyway. George Clooney, Julia Roberts, and the girl.
Caitlyn Dever.
Yes.
Bibi Organa. No, it's not
Billy
Bibi.
Lord.
Billy Lord. Vader. The boy, we don't know his names. One is French. The other one he's French. Even the character is
Louis
French.
Is, yeah.
And I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is set in Bali. It's a romantic comedy with a couple of interesting twists.
Yeah, the plot is. These are some of the same people that produced, that made, was Mamma Mia. So some of the stuff feels like it's like, okay, I can tell if some of the same people that made Mamma Mia. Even though Mamma Mia is based on a Broadway musical,
Yeah.
so it's not like they actually created. But Paradise Island, and then romance,
wedding.
and people that come to the wedding, they're not up to, or they're not very supportive, and
Parent-child
yeah.
relationships.
I don't know. I felt like it was very. I don't know if predictive is the word, because romantic comedies have this formula that doesn't change, but they were very like, for us knowing what's gonna happen, they develop the whole thing slowly, even though it's not a long movie. But I mean, if you're gonna do what we expect, or that you're gonna do because it's been done to exhaustion, have some really funny moments to get there. And I feel that those were either not there or not enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't like super groundbreaking or different or unusual. It was very pleasant. Like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's a nice background movie while you're, wrapping many Christmas presents or doing other chores. But it wasn't like, wow.
They did.
Like, You've Got Mail, that's one that, like, I feel like everyone should see. It's so good. It's so beautiful. This one, I was like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah, and that's interesting because it's Julia Roberts and George Clooney, and they couldn't use them properly to,
Yeah, those are both.
Yeah, it could be
really,
anyone.
it was a really talented cast.
Yeah, but the way they did it was kind of, it could be
just like a meh story.
Yeah. Even though they Clooney doesn't do romantic comedy since the 90s.
No.
He refused to since his last one.
And Julia Roberts, though, she did so many.
Yeah, but she did some really good ones.
Yeah. Runaway Bride.
She was
Notting Hill.
She was trying to
she
stop
is
a
the
wedding.
the girl standing in front of a boy.
Notting Hill, that she hates surprises. She hates surprises on this one too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
my best gay friend wedding.
Best friend's wedding.
No, the gay friend is the friend that's with her in the wedding, right?
What?
Yeah, Rupert Everett.
Yeah, but he's not part of the wedding. He's just a friend. Her best friend is the one who's marrying Cameron Diaz.
But he's with her at the wedding, right?
Yeah,
so he is part of the wedding.
Well,
he starts the whole musical. It's the best part of the movie.
What movie did you see?
You think there's a musical? Never mind.
What?
She didn't see the movie.
I did see the movie. I don't remember
Anyways,
my best friend's wedding.
Also trying to stop a wedding. So similar to this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's because we saw Julia Roberts trying to stop wedding so many times that it's like, oh, she's stopping a wedding again. Yeah.
Anyway.
But
there's nothing like terribly wrong with it, but there's nothing terribly great with it. It's a fine, pleasant movie.
It's
beautiful people, beautiful location.
Yeah, if they sing, maybe.
Yeah.
It would be like, hey, they sing, but they don't. They did do some type of switcheroo, postmodern, upgrade, diverse kind of thing. That in this type of movies in the past, it would be the lady alone and the guy is remarried, have a younger girlfriend. In this one, they made Julia Roberts has a young boyfriend, and George Clooney is alone. They rich, so it's a rich people story, rich people problems. The girl just graduated from Harvard. Anyway, it's not going to talk more about this movie. Yeah. If you want to see, go to Peacock and see it. You might enjoy it because it's not bad.
Where you won't be able to find this film is Blockbuster, because Netflix annihilated Blockbuster like what, 20 years ago, 15 years ago.
Oh, you skipped something.
What did I skip?
Well, you skipped something because I didn't put on the list.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We also saw, and this one was really good. It was everybody's talking about, and they talking about because it's good. It's not just buzz, like some Avatar. Pinocchio, Guillermo del Toro.
Oh my gosh, how could we forget that?
No, you forgot. I'm just talking about Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio on Netflix. I don't know if they had a theater run because Netflix is doing this for the benefit of the award season, but also, to see on the biggest screen you can. So the adaptation of the classic Colucci, I can't remember the name.
I don't know.
The Italian creator of Pinocchio, and Del Toro adapted his own way, his own version, and you can tell. And it's really good.
I really enjoyed it. It is stop motion animation, beautifully done.
Yeah.
It's
stop motion? You sure? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so. I mean, it very well could have lots of digital enhancements and everything, but at the heart of it is stop motion.
Wow.
So yeah, it's so beautiful. The sets, the characters, the style, everything. And yeah, it is a quintessential Del Toro. If you've seen his other stuff, you'll know right away. This is a Del Toro story. It's dark, but it's beautiful. We were watching it with my cousin. She didn't know who directed it, and she's like, "Oh, this reminds me of Pan's Labyrinth." So that's kind of the vibe. Yeah, I loved it. It was very creative.
The cast was like handpicked, and they
gosh,
terrific.
Cate Blanchett is voicing a monkey.
Yeah, barely. What? She only has a couple lines. John Turturro is that with also a couple lines.
Ron Perlman
speaks a little bit more.
Finn Wolfhard. And Argus Filch is his character in Harry Potter.
Ian McGregor.
Ewan McGregor's the narrator / Jiminy
And
Cricket.
he tried to sing a couple of times and they didn't let him.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
It was very Monty Python. Stop that! None of that singing!
David Bradley is the Geppetto. I think it's David Bradley. It's definitely Bradley.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't know.
But he was on Game of Thrones. He was on
Harry Potter.
He worked with Del Toro on The Strain.
That's right.
Yeah, he's so good in The Strain. Anyways, the kid is really good. It really, I don't know. It really feels like it's a kid. The one that Disney made, the groomers that Disney made a live action adaptation of their own movie Pinocchio, and it's like, I mean, I guess like every other Disney live action they've been making, they kind of were able to ruin something that they made in first place. I was like, really? You guys made the original. You're just adapting. And you're screwing this up? How? Anyways, like mention that his name is Pinocchio because he's made of pine like 1,700 times
in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Pinocchio.
And with Tom Hanks, they had great talent behind.
I know.
But on this, Christopher Waltz. He's what's his name? Wolf? No, it's not Wolf.
That's right. He's the puppeteer, the circus leader guy.
So it's like a award winner casts. Everybody there was either nominated or won, and greatly talented. But back to the kid. The kid is really good.
Yeah.
And not only the kid, Tilda Swinton is there.
That's
too.
right. She's the blue fairy.
But there's music. They sing. It's like. It's for awards. It's like he's definitely gonna fight head to head to, with these definitely not against Pinocchio.
Totally deserves it.
Yeah,
it's well done. It's creative. Although it's based on a familiar tale, I feel like what he did with it was very original.
Oh yeah,
this is not Disney's Pinocchio, so just don't even.
Well, but Disney's Pinocchio is not actually Pinocchio, so it was already
sure.
adaptation. But,
fair enough.
But
But I'm just saying, if you're going in like, oh, Pinocchio the movie, just forget.
Yeah, and there's several other versions, non-Disney versions.
That's true.
And if anything, it's credit to the author, to the director, for getting a very original, very interesting take on the story that we know. It's nothing new. It's super old. And this past 2 years only, we had Disney version, the live action adaptation of the animation they created. We had an Italian, Roberto Benigni, the Oscar winner for Life is Beauty.
Life is Beautiful.
He made a version too in this one. But it's like you can tell it's his. It's like he has style. You can see his hand behind, and it's really good.
Yep.
I don't know. I can't remember the ratings, but it's like from the very beginning to the very end, he expands beautifully on the story that we are in now.
Yep. So I highly recommend this one. There are some thematic things it's a little heavy for little kids. Like you said, I don't remember the rating, but I also don't remember any like specific content that was like that would typically get a bad rating. But definitely some themes. Like it is heavy. It does get pretty dark. But overall, I found it like just beautiful and uplifting. Which, I mean, that's classic Del Toro. Like, oh, tragedies, monsters, horror, but it's beautiful. Anyway.
Yeah.
So definitely well worth watching. I would love to see this get nominated like crazy.
Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is available on Netflix.
Okay, so now the segue about how Netflix annihilated Blockbuster. It doesn't work anymore. So yeah,
Netflix killed Blockbuster again.
Again, yeah.
The series, the sitcom, about the last Blockbuster in the planet, died. Like Blockbuster died.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't do more than what they did. I think they already did quite a lot because they did 10 episodes? And
I think so.
Maybe 6, maybe it was less.
I don't remember.
Either way, they did would be broadcast half season or on Netflix a full season. And it was funny, it was okay. There was like some stuff that was like they don't have that many people working at the store.
I know, having like 5 people working at a video store in 2021 or whatever, it just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
But it was doomed.
But yeah, if you still want to watch it, you can, because it's available on Netflix. Blockbuster with Randall Park. Is that his name? Park? Melissa Fumero, among others.
Yep. Blockbuster's not the only thing getting canceled. We've had lots of disappointing news from the DCEU about Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, and other things.
So, James Gunn, the WB, hired James Gunn, Peter Safran to realm the DC Studios, which they're gonna call from now on, and I don't know, things are not looking good. In less than a month, he fired Henry Cavill.
Who fires Henry Cavill?
And The Rock. So The Rock just came out a couple days ago, just like Henry Cavill did last week. He came out a couple days ago, like thanking the fans and saying he's thick skin. He fought for this movie. He will fight for more, but that Black Adam will not be part of DC Chapter 1 or the first chapter of DC. Nobody knows what that means. It might be on distant future, but everything sounds like it's finished on that side. And the rumors there that everything's gonna be rebooted. There's another rumor that popped that he will follow everything, the blueprint for DC Studios will be Justice League Unlimited, the animated series, which was good.
Yeah.
But
a good series.
But he didn't have to reboot like from scratch. There's Gunn's gonna write a Superman movie without Cavill, with a young Superman, and the whole young thing is causing controversy because it was said that 42 for James Gunn is like grandpa, is way too old, and that hit Zack. What's his
Snyder?
No, Zack. Zachary Shazam. What's his bucket?
Oh, Levi?
Zach Levi, is that his name? Zach Levi. And
think so.
there's someone asking him, he's like, oh, is that about this? It's like, that's ageism. Well, it is. It's but that corroborates to some theories that James Gunn denied that he would try to bring Batman to the DCU, to the actual DC universe. And since he looks younger, at least he's portrays a young Batman on the Batman movie, so you will try to use that on the DCU. But who knows? Another thing we heard that not only they not gonna use these people, but even the stuff they already produced, like the cameos from Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot on the Flash, and who knows what else on Aquaman, that they are cut.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be on the Flash anymore. Even
That's
though
really concerning to me. Like, why are
the
we?
appearances cost the studios. They got a big payday. They got 500 million. No, 500,000. No, 500 million.
You wrote 500 million.
That sounds crazy.
That does sound crazy. So maybe it was. You wrote 500M.
But 500,000 sounds like nothing.
Well, for a cameo.
Okay.
I mean, has anyone paid you $500,000 to show up for a couple hours?
Cavill. No, they can't pay to have me. Gadot. Paid. Cut. Whoops.
Still, it's really disappointing. And with Patty Jenkins leaving and then Gal Gadot's cameo getting cut, I'm worried that they're gonna recast Wonder Woman. And like they had perfect Superman. Gal Gadot is the perfect Wonder Woman. I don't get it.
250,000. Yeah, so it would be 500,000. So $500,000.
Yeah.
Which is still a good amount of money for a cameo. It's not a big role in those movies, but apparently they cutting it because it does not make sense. You're gonna reboot, still have those there, but it's symptomatic of going against the fans or teasing the fans, because if people see those there, people say, yeah, and that's what they want. Then that whole thing started, reignited, restored the Snyder verse. Movement, hashtag restore the Snyderverse, and also hashtag fire James Gunn is there, because even if you say if you come to break, to destroy that foundation, right, but because you're gonna do something a lot better, something bigger, something greater. But from the fruits shall you know whatever, right?
Yeah, by their fruits you shall know them.
Yeah, James Gunn is not that great. He's good, but you see Pacemaker, Suicide Squad, and then you have Guardians of the Galaxy. It's fun, but to say that he can do better than what Snyder was doing, what Patty Jenkins was doing, I don't know. You know?
I don't know. It's just not making sense, given how many fans want the Snyderverse so bad. Like, the fan base is already there. We sat and watched a 4-hour Snyder cut.
It was 6 hours.
Was it 6 hours?
I think it was 6 hours.
I'm just saying.
6 episodes.
Like,
anyways, No, it's a. I don't know. The hand Snyder just keeps showing pieces of his new movie Rebel Moon for Netflix, and it looks like Jesus, like wow.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. You know, when we talk about Del Toro, and it's like it's the type of artist that you can tell by style, by way of doing things. You know, Snyder had that. He had good influences from classic artists from the past, Renaissance, and also great classic movies. I don't know. I feel like James Gunn is like he's good at making fun of things and
I do
making
enjoy his movies.
fun of things. I'm not saying it's bad, but to give him the greatest, because you know Marvel do whatever they do, but the Justice League is still light years beyond Avengers or even the X-Men. They are the original. They are the classic, the best. And you give you know the guy that made Guardians of the Galaxy 2. You know, with Guardians of the Galaxy 1 with what's his bucket? Peter, Star-Lord dance off against this super alien.
You're not feeling it?
I mean, it's two different type of things. It's like asking someone that makes a really great burger to make a what's that?
Beef Wellington.
Duck thing.
Duck orange.
No, the
Duck confit.
No, the duck intestine. The duck.
What?
Yeah. The duck.
Intestine.
Yeah, there's like
Foie gras.
Foie gras. You
It's
know.
a goose's liver.
Yes, same
Yeah,
thing.
same thing.
Yeah, the burger guy. I don't know if you could. Or you know, the same great burger guy to make that fish that's cut improperly might kill you.
Yeah, there you go.
They get different talents, but he's not only gonna manage the whole thing; he's already gonna direct a Superman movie. Yeah, Superman's gonna dance up. Anyways,
We'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm not thrilled. I'm worried about it. Alright, so that's that for DC. Let's talk about The Way of Water. Because, like it or not, this film is having a moment.
Yeah.
A big deal has been made about it.
But the score is falling. The more people that see, the score falls more and more. Of course, there's
on
a lot
Rotten
of people.
Tomatoes.
And on IMDb too. But you know, it's beautiful. It's like a thrill ride. It's like a theme park, and a lot of people are saying that. But it's like it's freaking 6 hours, not 6 hours, freaking 3 hours. Like no ride is 3 hours. And it's like I need to pee. I need to go outside and you know buy some popcorn, some turkey legs, and anyways, the ratings are going down. The critics, specifically the critic side, went from 90s to now is 70s. Is another one of the big ones from Disney or from Hollywood that is flopping. In China, is not doing as they expected. China's like, nah. But yeah.
Yeah, so in China, over the weekend, it cleared $130 million.
No.
That's what you said.
No,
Way of Water makes box office $130 million.
Plus weekend. Period.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh.
China's is what I said. Is about China. And the 130
Okay.
million is what they made domestically in the U.S. I think it's getting to 500 million.
So the 130
globally.
was that the first weekend?
First weekend, which
Okay.
is not. It's not a good perspective considering that I think it's the 5th or 6th weekend in numbers this year. I think Wakanda made 140, 170. Anyways, so it's not considering what they invested, consider what they want back.
For most movies, that would be spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
But for this movie, the way it's been talked up, the amount of money that went into it, into its marketing, they need to be doing better.
And consider if you consider that they want to go against, you know, the first one.
Yeah.
The first one was long term. It was slow burn, which I don't think it happens as much these days because of the internet, because of streaming, because of so many reasons. But considering that the last movie that made like that big was Avengers and it made like $1 billion in the first weekend, it's doing poorly considering all that. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. James Cameron. Well, James Cameron is still being James Cameron.
Yeah.
He left a showing. Didn't want to sign autographs.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, didn't want to sign autographs. Some fans weren't thrilled. Were a little rude about it. And he responded by flipping them off.
Yeah.
And I just feel like if you're asking $200 billion from fans, no, not 200, just $2 billion from fans, maybe don't flip them off. Like, I get if you don't want to, like he's a human being. Celebrities are human beings. If they don't want to take a few minutes and, like, interact with the fans, whatever. But don't be rude.
I don't know if she's a human being. It might be a Navi.
You think?
Yeah, he's such a weird...
Short, pale one. Anyway, so there's just still... I will always think that those movies are way overrated, but here we are. They're happening anyway. Let's talk about some other news from the pop culture entertainment world. Well, anything else about...
No,
yeah.
Avatar people, it's beautiful. It's just too long. If you want to go there, go. If not... If you want to use half of the time, watch Violent Night. Yeah.
Someone thought it would be a good idea to break into Robert De Niro's home.
Yeah. And they did. When he and his daughter were there, nothing was stolen. Some stuffing was used. Apparently, it was a lady, the cat burglar, the invader. Apparently she used someone's iPad in the house and do stuff around the house but didn't take anything. Yeah,
that's alarming.
But it's New York, so that's a Tuesday.
Okay, Gabriel Byrne has joined the John Wick spin-off Ballerina.
Yeah, another big one.
Who's Gabriel Byrne?
Gabriel Byrne,
like, I totally know.
Usual
for the people out there.
Usual Suspects.
Oh.
Kaiser Sosa. It was him, but it wasn't him. It was actually Kevin Spacey.
Right.
But everybody thought it was him. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
He was also in Stigmata and End of Days. And anyways, if you don't remember, don't remember.
Yeah, sorry. Cool. This is some really lovely news. Harvey Weinstein. So he's being charged and dealing with charges in all kinds of cases and trials all over the place. But at a trial in Los Angeles, he was found guilty.
Yes, 3 accounts. But there's some mistrial about one of the accounts. There's something to be developed. But yeah, so we come back to that with more details as the news develop.
Hopefully it sticks. More good news for Telemundo. Their coverage of the FIFA World Cup got amazing ratings.
Yeah, despite the language, it had upgrade of 65% compared to the last World Cup. And the event became the Argentina versus France. It was the most streamed FIFA World Cup match in US media history. But, this streaming, you can compare it to the 70s because there wasn't a thing.
Sure.
All things considered, every new year might improve or not. The game was definitely a game to watch. Was exciting, was compelling. And so Argentina was like winning several times, and just doing several times they were the champion of but then France came back, and then they win again, and then France came back at the end. They won.
And then it went to overtime, and then to penalties. Like, oh man, if you were writing the sports movie, that's how you would write the championship.
Yes,
maximum
it
tension.
was a big game. Fun fact about the final for the World Cup is that Volodymyr Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, offered to talk and give a speech about peace, but FIFA said, no thanks, you're so 2021, nobody wants to talk to you. And then he came and talked to Joe Biden, and so he's here in the U.S. He's talking to Joe Biden in the Congress. wearing like an old dirty shirt. I was like, what the heck? Some people could.
It's not dirty.
It's brown. It's like
Yeah.
someone could give him a shirt.
He has a shirt. He's a wartime president. He's dressing the part.
Yeah.
He's one of the people. He's leading them.
I don't know, politicians. When you're dealing with politicians, like some producer, decided him to do that.
Sure.
In detriment of another producer that decided him to wear a suit is how, you know.
I don't know. I think there's good reasons for it. Whatever else you might think about him.
Anyways,
I don't think the shirt's a
but
problem.
but FIFA said no thanks, which was completely unnecessary for the show. The show was soccer, was sport, even though they did in Qatar, whereas there's a dictator. And even the FIFA president said, it's like, yeah, we could totally do in North Korea next. Anyways, but next World Cup's going to be in the United States, Mexico, and Canada. And they're going to call it suckball.
What?
You know, because in the U.S. we call soccer, and in Mexico they call football. So it's going to be suckball.
If you want to call it that, I feel compelled to point out that it is soccer.
Yeah.
It would be softball. Yeah.
Softball.
There you go. Yes. Balls will not. Yeah, anyway, not going to continue that. Fortnite has gotten in pretty big trouble with the FTC, more specifically Epic Games. So that's the developer who's done Fortnite. So they dealt with charges from the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, of collecting children's data.
Yeah,
which is
they've been collecting children's data and enticing, seducing children to buy stuff, because you buy stuff on Fortnite. So that was considered, if not immoral, illegal, and they're gonna pay for it.
$500 million.
Million.
No, $500 million.
$500 billion.
There you go.
That's
$520 million.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's should we keep talking about it, make it less clear?
What?
Try to obfuscate the.
It's 520 million.
There we go.
Yeah, they got from children.
0.52 billion. Anyway.
And
No, that's not what they got from the children. That's the fine that they have to pay.
Yes,
the FTC.
that's right. They probably made much more.
Yes, which is why these companies get away with
games are
so much.
Very, very. They built to, if not addiction, I'm not sure if that would be the proper word, but to get you hooked into the routine or the excitement to play more and more and more and more. And more.
Yeah, to keep playing, and I think it's really clever. Nothing on Fortnite is really expensive, so it's really easy. You don't need one person to spend $100. You just need 10 people to spend $10. And
yeah, but then it goes towards the another aspect of again, not addiction, but maybe compulsion, the collector aspect, because you get one skin and it's just another one.
Yeah.
Now I have 500 skins. Now nobody uses 500 skins, but I have to have it.
I want to have them all.
The new Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
With a pink umbrella.
Yeah.
And crap like that. Anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, so $500 million, but they'll be fine. Talk to us about Donald Glover in a Spider-Man movie.
So Sony's gonna make another villain for Spider-Man movie.
Because the others have gone so well.
And they have the El Pancho. I can't remember his name. It's some Hispanic villain that nobody knows, nobody remembers, even people that read the books. Now they decided to do one with this bucket Donald Glover. This one is called Hypno-Hustler.
That's a name.
Heck? Hypno-Hustler, really?
Huh.
Again, it's I guess it's their deal with Marvel. They cannot go to make big villains, or they're avoiding to make big villains. They're saving that for the big movies with Spider-Man. On the side, they're making villains about those idiots. Anyways, more to come.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're gonna hypno-hustle you.
Yeah, that'd be a fun. The fact that Donald Glover played Lando, Hypno-Hustler. Seems like Lando's style, his MO.
Sure.
Hypnotize people with his cape.
Oh, that's the logic. Disney gonna crossover.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Anyway, speaking of Disney, so a new series. What am I trying to say? Disney Plus is streaming a new Christmas series it's called The Santa Claus. Is it called The Santa Claus? What's the series called?
Clauses? The Santa Clauses?
The Santa Clauses?
Oh, it's right there. The Santa Clauses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the Santa Claus series, but it's kind of renewing all this interest in the old Santa Claus movies. So those are like in demand and doing really well, and we've been watching them with our kids. It's been fun to relive all that.
Which you do every year. Maybe not all three.
Not all three,
because there's so many Christmas movies. But at least,
and frankly, 2 and 3 aren't that great. But.
No, I think two is very important because it's Mrs. Claus, and also there's romantic stuff. So I guess it has things for everybody. The third one is yeah.
But the first
Jack
one,
Frost in Canada. Who cares about Canada? Anyways.
But the first one is one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to get into like Santa Claus lore and stuff.
But yeah, so people are going back to watch those movies. They are available on Disney to prepare for the show, or just because they watch the show and don't want to see his origins. But yeah. Anyways,
it's good stuff. All right, that's all I got today.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. No real facts. No real news.
No real facts. Yeah.
Of mankind.
Well, we talked a lot about Santa Claus.
Yes.
That's real.
Yeah.
Factual.
Okay, so I guess we don't have facts of life and history. No archaeologist found anything this week. I guess they're on Christmas break.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not like that stuff is going anywhere.
Yeah. Anyways, I guess that's it for this week. We come back next week with more, which it will be our last episode of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, might do some sort of retrospective, top 5, top 10.
Love a good retrospective.
Top 1, or, so much going on. But, yeah, we'll be back. May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.